It's been about 3 weeks since I've started making progress on my health. Improving it, trying to lose some weight, gaining some more muscles, and all of that fun stuff. Today I want to be talking about my progress thus far in this endeavor. Hey guys, Eric here, and today I want to be talking about my health and how that is shaping up to be. For some of you who are just coming in, this is a huge step for myself in my health. I've had a history of trying some things out and then failing or relapsing. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And in my most recent attempt for that, I've decided to take on some personal training, getting some more guidance and balancing out my nutrition and figuring out how can I start losing weight again and making some more changes in my life. Because my previous attempts have all ended with me relapsing and just stop doing certain exercises, and this is the first time that I feel it's more consistent for me. So I want to be taking some time to be talking about these experiences and what's been going on with my life in terms of my health. So the first question I want to be answering is, why go for a personal trainer? At this point in time in my health experiences, I've tried a lot of things. I've tried different diets. I've tried a paleo diet and another diet that was part of a health challenge that I took a couple of years ago. I've done a variety of exercise challenges, one that required me to go to a gym and some other ones that require me to do other exercises at home. I have done a lot of things, and I've learned a lot from those experiences, and I think the best way for me to be moving forward and getting the most results is to hire a personal trainer for that. Not only that, but it's also going to be pushing me further with my business, because personal trainers are not cheap. They are expensive, especially for someone who is not making a ridiculous amount of money. So it makes a significant impact on me. Just the amount of money that it costs for this personal training. But it's well worth it because, again, it's all for my health, and it's been something that I want to be working on for a long time, and I've thrown so much money at this problem that at this point, might as well do this. But as far as those particular reasons go, I see those as other personal reasons for investing in this stuff, to be moving forward with this. Because it's a way for me to be pushing my business, it's a way to be pushing myself. And at a time where there is still some uncertainty about my whole financial standings as well as just my overall work, it's something that I want to be working on, and I feel this is a good way to be pushing myself forward in all manner of things in my life that I've been neglecting or that I want to be working on. What's been happening with my personal training thus far? Well, I want to be breaking it down into specific sections. I want to be talking about the nutrition aspect of it, which frankly isn't a whole lot, if I'm being honest. And I also want to be talking about how the exercises are going, as well as just how I'm feeling overall. So with that in mind, I want to be talking about the nutrition side. So my nutrition isn't the main focus here. As I mentioned a couple of times before, I eat pretty healthy. There's been a few times that I've been dining out, for sure, just like any other person would, but it's normally not like a habit that I'm doing like every single day or whatever. It's normally like once in a while, whenever I don't have that much food, I just order something or whatever. It's not as frequent, but with this personal training, it hasn't been as frequent. In fact, I've been training myself to be sticking to the meal plan that my personal trainer has given me, which frankly is not a whole lot in terms of culinary appeal, but on a nutrition standpoint, it's healthy. It's good. It's good for you. So In terms of the actual meals, I don't want to be showing off that many meals because they're mostly going to be the same thing. Like breakfast, I'm having cereal or oatmeal or eggs and like some toast and a piece of fruit. So there's not a whole lot there. And for lunch, it's a sandwich and like some veggies. And then for supper, it's rice and like a meat and some veggies. So in terms of what I'm going to be eating, it's going to be pretty much the same thing over and over and over again. And mixing it up a little bit so I don't drive myself insane by having the same chicken and rice and veggies all the time or whatever. So what is the main focus here? Well, my main focus, of course, is on the exercising. So in terms of the exercising itself, it has presented not a whole lot of a challenge. In terms of my weight, I haven't really noticed a huge shift in my weight at all, and that's not because the personal trainer is not useful or anything like that, but it's the fact that losing weight is more of a natural process, at least in terms of the gym that I'm going to. It's a little different when you're working on a challenge where you're supposed to be hitting like a specific target. In terms of how much weight a person should be losing, in terms of weight loss, is between 1 and 2 pounds. When I was in that challenge, I lost an average of 3.5 pounds every single week. So by the end of it, yeah, like I lost a lot of weight, but it was unnatural. So at least in terms of this meal plan and the exercises themselves, they're not presenting a huge challenge. Mind you, I have built up a sweat while doing them, and I've learned a lot of things about my body as well. There are specific movements that I can't really do or that my body compensates. So for example, whenever I'm doing some lifting or some fly exercises, I'm normally like shrugging or doing like other things. So it's a way that our body reacts to compensate for those weaker sides. And my personal trainer is pointing all of those things out and saying like, hey, try and do it this way. And it's more or less like a lot of training my mind to work in a specific way so that I'm exercising the right muscles and presenting the right form for all of that stuff. So with that in mind, I'm not really losing a whole lot of weight at this point in time, but again, like that's not the main focus of my training so far. It's more of getting down to all of the basics, getting the right movements, and making sure that I'm working the right kind of muscles. So in terms of my overall experiences, how do I feel about my personal training? Honestly, great. It's wonderful. I love it. And I've already noticed a lot of small changes with my exercising and just everyday things. For one, I find myself sitting up straight or standing up straight a lot more often. And also just walking to the gym is a lot easier for me already, just a little bit. For example, like when I was first going to the gym, I found myself sweating a little bit. Like I could get like a good cardio out of that because I was just so out of shape and not used to walking that much. And going to the gym today, it was a lot easier. Like I wasn't breaking a sweat or anything like that. Well, maybe like a little bit, but that's because I was wearing a toque and gloves and I was all bundled up and it was kind of warmish. But either way, like I'm not sweating like profusely by the time I get to the gym and being like, okay, let's start doing some more cardio and all of that stuff. So overall, my experiences with that are a lot better. And I also noticed a little bit in my stretches as well, because of course my personal trainer wants me to be doing some stretches, and there are specific movements that I found myself struggling with a little bit, but as time has gone on, over this past couple of weeks, I've noticed significant improvements on that. In some cases, like I couldn't have made any kind of progress whatsoever on them, and these days I'm finding them a lot easier to do. still like trying to train your brain to do all of those sequences, but they're a lot easier to do because I've established those pathways and telling my brain, okay, this is what you need to be doing. So overall, my progress on my health has been not a whole lot in terms of my weight, but I've noticed a lot of other changes in my life, and that's always a good sign. And even though I'm not really losing a whole lot of weight right now, that's not that big of a deal. I know that losing weight is a process, and it's not something that you can just rush through and get it all done. That's not how our body works. Instead, it's supposed to be slow and steady progress. And this is going to be something that I'm going to be working on for the entire year. So there's going to be a lot of videos of me talking about my health for the foreseeable future, and I'm hoping that this will be very helpful for you guys. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this in the future. See you guys next time.